Hey, what's good? It's your boy, Mixtape Moth, and today I'm going to hit y'all with a review of the EP from Jay Worthy and Sha Hef entitled No Sleep for the Wicked. Let's get to it. Alright, so this is a 6-track EP from rappers Jay Worthy and Sha Hef. Jay Worthy being one half of the group London Drugs. He's repping Compton, California, but he actually hails from Canada. Now, Jay Worthy has been pumping out music since the 2010s, collaborating with artists like Currency, Larry June, and Harry Fraud. He has a very smooth, laid-back flow and delivery that reminds me somewhat of a West Coast version of the Houston rapper LES. If y'all ain't up on LES, be sure to check out his EP with Bun B that dropped in January. Sha Hef, on the other hand, represents the Bronx, New York. He's part of the Black Market Crew. Sha Hef, also known as 100 Round Hev, has been releasing music since the 2010s as well, and he has done songs with Benny the Butcher, 38 Spesh, and Jim Jones. But I have to admit, I was late to the party as this was my first time hearing Sha Hef's music. Nevertheless, I do plan to go back and check out his prior works, as I feel he was the standout artist on this project. Sha Hef comes across as someone who is heavily inspired by rap crews like Dipset, G-Unit, ASAP Mob, and we'll even throw in Papooses mixtape run. I was able to hear that influence in his flow and lyrical content. With Sha Hef, you were getting a combination of witty, street, and braggadocio bars, but he does it all with a very cold-blooded and matter-of-fact delivery. He says some witty shit that can be amusing, but he is a street rapper at the end of the day. You get the sense right away that he lived the life that he's talking about. So this EP, No Sleep for the Wicked, contains 6 tracks lasting approximately 17 minutes. The bulk of the production is laid back, jazzy, and soulful. It's a chill listen despite Sha Hef's gritty subject matter. But with that being said, let me go ahead and give y'all this track by track breakdown. The opener, Egyptian Cotton, contains the same sample that was used from the opening song on A Bronx Tale by the group Cool Change. The song was entitled On the Streets of the Bronx. So you're getting some soulful and doo-wop vibes on the beat. Jay Worthy utters, most of my homies still in the trenches are serving real sentences. Gang members, I was still young when I learned to twist my fingers. Sha Hef gives us some clever slick talk with, I hit his bitch, he's still a fan, so yeah, I dapped him up. I hit the guy with the Draco, then they wrapped him up. He goes on to add, no capping, I really know what living in the field like. So I thought this was a good opening song with a great sample choice. Track 2, Borgata, also samples from the Bronx Tale soundtrack. This time it's the Flamingos, I Only Have Eyes for You. Now some of you may also recall this sample that the Fugees used on their Zealots track from their 1996 album The Score. Sha Hef raps really coldly, give a fuck about no politics. Send your advance money on backwoods and hollow tips. I'll send a guy to hell on a scholarship. I thought the send him to hell on a scholarship line was pretty clever. Jay Worthy had a solid verse, but it was again Sha Hef who had more memorable bars in my opinion. I also enjoyed this track very much as it was super cool, cinematic, and once again sampled from A Bronx Tale, one of the greatest mob movies of all time. It's actually my personal favorite. The remainder of this EP doesn't contain any more old doo-wop samples, unfortunately, but I'm okay with it because the production is still solid. Right after is Paralysis, which contains a chill and mellow saxophone beat. This gives off that driving around the city on a rainy day feel. The lyrics are also a little more reflective here. Sha Hef offers a sobering view of the streets with, they told me change perspectives, I'm living way too reckless, I'm moving way too fast, but I can't take the exit. This was a cool track as I really like the laid back and jazzy production. Right after is Eyes Wide Shut. This is set to a minimalist soul sample. I was kind of getting a rock Marciano feel from the production. It's a shorter track as it's just barely over the 2-minute mark. I can't say it's one of my favorites, but it's solid. Sha Hef lets us know that his patience is thinner than an eyelash and that he can't tell these hoes apart because his eyes are bad. It's simple but kind of clever rhyming. Then we get Ghetto Lullaby, which has some twinkling and melodic production. The beat does in fact sound like lullaby music. I feel like Jay Worthy gives us his best lyrical performance here. He questions the street authenticity of some, with some dudes banging 60 Crips but never seen Slauson, just like some guys chunk a piece will never see Bumpton. He also talks about linking with Sha Hef back in the day and how they had mutual respect for one another as real G's. He further mentions getting a cosign from former Kingpin Freeway Ricky Ross. Sha Hef boldly declares, "So fuck a stock market, just left the Glock market. Fuck a deal. I've been waiting on a crop harvest. Narcotic task force say that I'm a top target." Just the wordplay and the rhyme scheme definitely conjures up some strong Dipset vibes. This EP wraps up with Sleep Talking. This is set to a dreamy, soulful, and jazz backdrop. The sax is smooth, and this just sounds like laid back music to ride out to. Sha Hef gives us some more street bravado with "We the Ones Who Come to Mind as soon as you think of drugs. I don't know a guy bigger when I think of plugs." Overall, I give this EP a rating of 3.5 mics. It's a cool little project that I didn't expect to enjoy as much as I did. I'll be honest, I haven't done a deep dive into Jay Worthy's catalog prior to this, nor did I even know who Sha Hef was, sadly. But honestly, this project is going to inspire me to check out their previous stuff, especially Sha Hef's, as I feel he had the most standout bars out of the two. And this is no shade to Jay Worthy. He's just a different type of rapper. On this project, Jay Worthy didn't have as many lines that I personally thought were as quote-worthy as Sha Hef's, but Jay Worthy's strengths seem to lie in his ability to give you very consistent verses with a smooth flow. It seems to be more about catching a vibe with Jay Worthy, but I think his style does complement Sha Hef's gritty, streetwise, and at times very entertaining bars. My favorite tracks include Egyptian Cotton, Borgata, Ghetto Lullaby, and Sleep Talking. Let me know what you thought about this EP in the comment section below. It's your boy, Mixtape Moth. I'm signing out. But be sure to hit that like button and please subscribe. As always, it's peace and blessings. Jay Worthy, Sha Hef, No Sleep for the Wicked, 1.